birlik ve bütünlüğünün
The unity of Somalia is our priority. Israel's decision to recognize the independence of Somaliland is illegitimate and unacceptable. The Netanyahu government, which has the blood of 71,000 Palestinians on its hands, is now destabilizing the Horn of Africa following its attacks on Gaza, Yemen, Qatar, Lebanon, Iran and Syria, in addition to countries in the region, notably Egypt and Saudi Arabia, the Organization of Islamic Cooperation, the European Union and the Arab League have also issued statements rejecting Israel's decision. US President Trump's initial statement was also quite meaningful. It reaffirmed the vision of global peace he has promoted since taking office, which we also support. Decisions regarding the future of the Federal Republic of Somalia and Somaliland must be taken in a manner that reflects the will of the Somali people.
Filiz Katman joins us live now. She's the President of Energy Politics and Market Research Centre at Istanbul Aydin University. Good to have you on the programme. So what will Turkey's support mean for Somalia?
Turkish-Somalia relations have been going in a very strengthened way for quite some time, and I think it created some kind of threat on the national interest of the countries like United Arab Emirates and Israel that have already plans with regard to the territory so-called Somaliland. And they try to disintegrate Somalia for their own national interest, which is not serving for the national interest of Somali people. That is underlined by the statement that we heard from the representatives visiting Turkey. And in the period of time, we are going to see that it's not only a kind of recognition of a separate state, but it is a part of a big chess game that is played in Eastern Mediterranean, and right now it is reaching to Red Sea via Suez Canal, and it is part of the corridor wars that we mostly discussed in the comments we made at TRT World.
Now, we've had this meeting today of these two presidents. So how do you see the security cooperation between Turkey and Somalia amid this Israeli recognition of Somaliland then?
The cooperation, I think, is harshly taken into a very serious consideration by the Western spheres of influence that they call it as a kind of Turkish crescent or Turkish, how can I say, the line that begins from the northern part of Syria, reaches through Eastern Mediterranean under Cyprus Island, and it reaches to Africa, that Turkey has recently made lots of cooperations with Somalia, with Sudan, and it is a kind of considered as a threat, and they it is argued that this Turkish crescent, so-called, should be cut in a way that it will no longer exist. So the more cooperations made with Somali, I think will continue to keep the regional stability. And we all know it is obvious that the regional stability is in the consideration of Turkish national interest, but it's not in the interest of the countries like United Arab Emirates and Israel primarily. And we have seen that we are going to see that in the upcoming period, it is a part of a big game, which is also taken into consideration of Chinese One Belt One Road initiative. So Turkey's efforts to keep the regional stability via strengthening the state of Somalia in many areas like defense, like the agricultural sector, the areas that Somalia needs, like police force, Turkey has contributed via in many areas to strengthen the Somali state. And in the upcoming period, we are going to see that Turkey will include more diplomatic efforts, like inviting other countries to support Somalia against this kind of separationist movements, which is supported by Israel officially.
Okay, Filiz Katman joining us live. Thank you so much.